Hey, thanks for clicking in. Amy McRotty, your premier real estateologist here from Central Park. No, I'm not in Manhattan. I'm in Plantation, Florida. Plantation is just one city just west of Fort Lauderdale, super close to Fort Lauderdale, but you get more bang for your buck out here because you're not paying that beachfront price tag, that waterfront premium, but you do get bigger houses, lots of bang for your buck, and lots of amenities too. Their shopping is easy. The trip to the airport, easy. The trip to the beach, easy. Everything is just easy about living in Plantation. Really chill, more suburban than an urban vibe, but it's got a lot going on. So if you're raising a family, or you just like suburbia more than urbia, Plantation might be the place for you. So here we are at Central Park, it's called. I love that. It's really called Central Park because it's pretty much, if you put a pin in the middle of the city limits of Plantation, it's right in the center. Of course, Parks and Recreation owned property, city owned property, and a lot going on. Check this out. We've got a whole lot of pickleball going on here. Of course, pickleball's the thing these days. Used to be tennis courts, but now it's pickle courts. And then over in the distance here, there are, I think, 3 or 4 baseball/softball fields, a couple of soccer fields, and then a playground. I mean, it's a nice park. So here we are in the center of Plantation, Florida, just one little city over from Fort Lauderdale, super close to everything, super easy. I think that's going to be the word of the video, easy. I'll tell you something else that's easy. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video, ring the little bell so you can get notifications. Ain't that easy? Anyway, this is the beginning of our tour of Plantation, Florida. And now, let's go see if there's a cool house to go look at so you can get a vibe for the types of houses in Plantation. Here we go. Okay, so let's go check out a house in Plantation. This one's priced at under $600. I think $575 or $595. Pretty good price. Let me show you the character of the neighborhood. So you see those tree-lined streets are fabulous. And you can see the homes on the street, concrete block homes, sturdy, hold up to hurricanes, etc. That house has a 2-car garage next door. So we're going to go into this house. There is no 2-car garage on this house. As you can see, there's a carport with a gate. It's probably where they put their stuff, under the carport. But it has a circular drive, which is very nice, especially if you're on a busier street, as this one is. It's a little bit of a pass-through street to get to all the little side streets where the houses are, so it gets a decent amount of traffic. Now I'm looking at this house now from the outside. You can see it has impact windows. It's had a little renovation done to the outside. That is not siding, that is concrete work made to look like wood siding. There's wood siding down here and is just a treat for termites. Vinyl siding down here is just a treat for the sun. It just warps and bends and discolors really quickly in the sun. But look at this gorgeous tree. I think it's a white oak. Plantation, the green city. All right, so let's go in to this house. Hello, here we go. Okay, here we are coming into the front door. Lovely open plan, beautiful. Nice tiles that look like the wood plank, beautiful. Open kitchen, open plan, impact windows. Now a split floor plan, so this one's a 3-2. We're gonna go in this room here is where we have the primary bedroom, the continuous beautiful flooring throughout, and the double sink in here with this window's closed up and frosted a little bit, but nice double vanity sink. And toilet room and shower. Very well done. Looks like we also have, oh, I was going to think it was a linen closet, but it's much bigger. It's a nice size closet in here. This is your closet for the primary bedroom. So that's the primary. Let's walk across the living space and check out, that's the front door over there. Now we're headed into the open kitchen. Nice brand new shakers, white shakers, dishwasher, stove, oven, microwave, quartz cabinetry. Nice design on the tile throughout the wall instead of just a backsplash. It's nice how they created the space. In here, a huge laundry room, washer, dryer, and your working room. So we have a nice size hot water tank up on a stand, as is recommended. Just in case they break, it's nice to have them up there, easier to work on, and the air handler. We'll go back out into the kitchen. Laundry, you can see the perspective. And then we go into the smaller bedrooms. In this case, this used to be the little girl's room. Very nice family home. Nice room. I like the details on that accent wall there. We just put some 1x4s up, 1x2s, and painted them. It's a nice effect. And we'll spin around and go into the boys' room. This was a bedroom for 2 boys. So the dad did these built-ins. Pretty nice. And another accent wall. Pretty nice. They probably blocked up that window to the carport as well. And then the guest and second bathroom with a tub and beautiful wall tiles. And I just love that this is continuous flooring throughout instead of a patchwork hodgepodge like you see sometimes. Now we'll go into the backyard. Huge backyard, huge. So you have lighting out here, 2 ceiling fans, and covering with light so you can have little outdoor gatherings out here with some air circulating and some lights. And then the backyard is really big. So this one does not have a pool, but there's certainly room for a pool. And then this is a huge shed out here. So storage, hobbyists, whatever you like. And you can see where your neighbors are. So generally in Plantation, you have a 15 to 25 foot setback requirement between structures. And this is in conformity with that. This is a very nicely renovated home and under 600 right now. New fencing, a new gate there. There's not much room that way, but the other nice thing about Plantation is that you can pull in like a boat, an RV, whatever it is. As long as it's behind a gate, you can have these types of toys on your property. Now let's go look at the other side. So right here is probably another storage room. Let's see. It's locked, so don't know. We've got some sprinkler pump action going on here. Oh, and gas. So I'll bet you that water heater was a gas water heater, which is a pretty nice feature. There are a lot of properties in Plantation that have gas running to the homes, which I personally love. Some people, gas is not their thing. I love gas because when the hurricanes come, my hot water works so I can get a hot shower. My stove works so I can get a hot meal. And my dryer works so I can dry my clothes. Washing them's the trick, because the washing machine's not gas. At any rate, gas is nice. And it's in this part of Plantation, which is basically the eastern part to the Turnpike. Once you hit Plantation Acres, it might vary a little bit because it's more rural out there, and I'm not sure the gas lines were laid. And then this is the carport. You can see the ceiling, and you can see how they gated it in. So if you're good at trailering a boat or something, you could bring your boat back here. And they built another little storage shed thing too. It's nice. So this is a nice home under 600. So let's go see what else we have in Plantation. I want to take you to one more that's around the $1 million mark or the $1.5 million mark, just so you can see how your options vary in one city, Plantation. So let's go to the next one. Let's do a little tour of Hawks Landing. It's a private gated community comprised of 16 homes, probably 3,000 feet minimum would be the smallest home size. So this is definitely a planned community where they have built the homes, I think, with families in mind, because there are a lot of little cul-de-sacs and larger homes for families. I think in the design too, we'd have to look at the aerial footage, but when they put the streets in, they also made sure that the back of the homes faced water. So you can see it just goes on and on. I'll take you down a little cul-de-sac. So all of these homes, the backyards face a man-made lake, some of them with fountains. And you can see the size of the homes. They're nice size, 2 to 3 car garages, actually 3 cars quite common, or the golf cart garage. See, 2 car plus the third for the golf cart. Nice size houses, nice safe cul-de-sac for the kids to play. Kids are probably at school or camp today, so I don't see any running around in front of me. So that just kind of gives you an idea of the architecture of the homes in Hawks Landing. They broke ground on Hawks Landing here in Plantation, Florida in 2001. There is a homeowner association that includes Wi-Fi and takes care of the $50 million clubhouse and the 7 tennis courts and the pickleball courts. You do have to hire your own landscaper though, and your own pool guy. You could probably hire one of the people that work here, or you can independently get your own guy or girl. So this is the main road, and then you'll see the little side streets that are cut out. Kestrel Street. Most of the streets are named after either islands where you see a lot of beautiful birds of prey, or they're named after water birds and birds of prey. It's a super nice community. This one, Golden Eagle Court. It's another little cul-de-sac, so we have another nice size home right at the end. So everybody's moving to the grays and whites and grays. So these guys are redoing their driveway on the right. This home in front of us is pretty nice. So that one's just got a 2-car garage. Oh, it does have a 3-car garage. It's got the 3rd garage right there. 2 right there. Everybody's got a 3-car garage. Everybody's got a nice, big house for a big family or multi-generational families. So let's go have a look at one of the houses for sale here. Okay, so let's go into this gorgeous home at Hawks Landing in Plantation, Florida. So first you'll see the presentation of the home. That's the bathroom there, front doors, they're gorgeous when we get up. We have a 3-car garage, hardscape on the landscaping, and a circular driveway, which every home doesn't have either. So let's go inside and look at the inside of this beauty. Look at the detail on that front door too, isn't it fabulous? It's the wood and the knockers. Fab. Okay, here we go. So when you first walk in, you walk into lovely open space, the foyer where they brought the outside in. The details from outside, the pillars, the soaring high ceilings, looking out right onto the beautiful, just updated pool. And we'll roll over this way into the primary suite. So the primary suite is quite large, impact windows and doors throughout. And the primary has doors that lead out to the pool area. We have 2 very large closets in the primary, his and hers. And we have 3 more bedrooms. So this is the bathroom, very nicely done. 2 vanities, 1 on each side, which is lovely. And solid wood doors throughout. There's no expense spared on this house. Bidet, toilet, and then behind this wall here is basically a spa shower. So everybody in the shower. Now we'll go back out of the primary bath into the beautiful open space, passing through the formal dining room, or living room, formal dining room here. The light fixtures are fabulous in here too, by the way. We've got 2 bedrooms on this end of the house. We have 3 more bedrooms, but there's 1. Another fabulous light fixture, closet. Another bedroom for mama or the kids, and a bathroom for this section of the house. Now also in this section is a very large laundry room with nice new cabinetry. Comes in very handy, and a sink. New cabinetry and quartz countertops. 3-car garage. This home is large enough to warrant a 2-zone air conditioning system. So when you're looking for houses really in excess of 3,000 square feet, you should make sure there are at least 2 zones. So you have 2 handlers here. 1, 2. This property, these handlers were replaced in 2010. They're trained, so they've got a lot of life left in them. Nice big water tank, electrical out here, cabinetry out here. Very spacious and well-organized garage. And the laundry room is fabulous. So then when we come out of this section of the house where you have 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, reminding you the primary's that way, we'll walk out to the kitchen. Lovely open floor plan, beautiful cabinets, induction stove top, dishwasher of course, 3 ovens, 1, 2 there. This is an air fryer, a microwave, and a convection oven. And there's your espresso cappuccino machine. If you enjoy wine, there's a refrigerator for your wine. If you enjoy scotch, we're going to share that when you buy the house. So looking from the kitchen, you look out into the family room and the backyard. Quite gorgeous. And then we'll come over to this end of the house where we have the cabana bath. So you can come in from the pool area in here, shower, cabana bath, and nobody walks through all the rooms. And this is the 4th bedroom, which is currently being used as an office/guest room. There is a closet, so it is, and a window, so it is an official 4th bedroom with a pull-out couch. Nice, huh? So the people are Italian that live here, and they're selling because they're moving to Italia to get to know their family more. And there you have it, Italy. It also has a fireplace in the family room here, a little Napoleon, which does actually emit heat on those cold days in Florida. Now we'll come out this beautiful impact glass slider into the pool area. The pool decking is marble, and the tile work in the pool is Italian glass. I love the geometric shape of the spa and the pool. This is a heated pool, and it's also a saltwater pool. You're also on a canal, and there is a fence there, so if you have children or dogs, you don't have to worry about them falling into the water. A little area to sit and bathe in the sun, and an outdoor fire pit. The other beautiful thing about this pool is it's all new LED lighting, and these urns light up at night, so it looks like there's fire coming out. I mean, they really didn't miss a thing. A nice overhead, it circulates air, and a nice little sitting area to enjoy the outside. So I hope you've enjoyed this fabulous house out here at Hawks Landing and Plantation. Hit me up in the comments, or hit me up by phone, text, WhatsApp, email if you're interested in viewing or buying this home or any other home in Plantation or South Florida. Thanks for joining us on this tour. Hey, so if Plantation feels like the right fit for you, hit me up. WhatsApp, text, email, phone call, comments, whatever it is. Plantation's got the vibe, right? I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I hope you ring the little bell so you get the notifications. And I thank you for joining me. I leave you on this video in the city of Plantation, Florida, at what's known as Plantation Walk. It's a fabulous little development here. I'm in front of the Sheraton, so if you're coming to town shopping for houses in Plantation, book a room at the Sheraton. You don't have to rent a car. And then look at this place. It's very walkable. We got apartments over here for rent. We got a sushi restaurant. We got a burger joint. We have a steak place. We got a sports bar. We've got Carrot Express. So restaurants down this road, restaurants down that road, and all around. It's a relatively new development. It used to be what's called the Fashion Mall, but now they've really made it happen. Plenty of parking if you do rent a car, but you really don't have to. Just take an Uber from the hotel, stay at the Sheraton in Plantation, and then everything's here that you need. So, once again, I thank you for joining me on this video. And I hope you enjoyed your scratching the surface of the city of Plantation. Just remember, it's easy, man. Easy, man. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining. Bye.